doing the Coliseum, not the Coliseum challenge. What am I saying? Fire Red challenge with some Turtwig resets in the background because why not? Let me just post that we're live. All right. What's up, Ash? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we're here because we paid over the Ho-Oh and the Flygon, actually. What's up, Empty Belly? How's it going? Alright, let me switch my Pokemon around. So I'm going to need Charizard again. And Magikarp. This is the Flygon from Coliseum, by the way, which is kind of cool. And then this is the Ho-Oh from Coliseum also, which is cool. I don't remember if we looked at, like... We definitely looked at it in-game, but I don't remember. OT Oak, Ground Dragon. Doesn't say the Met location. Just says Met in trade. And then, same with the Ho-Oh. OT Mattle, though, because it's from Mount Battle. What's up, Addy? How's it going? Except for the Pogo MLB collab. I did hear about that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't really know what it entails, like, besides Pokemon Go. I can't walk. Besides, what the heck? Besides Pokemon Go being, like, enhanced at theme parks. Not theme parks. At the ballparks. I don't know why I said theme parks. Well, let me reset my controller. I think if I unplug it and plug it back in, it'll feel better. It's feeling a little weird. What's going on here with Ruby Sapphire? What do you mean? I'm not playing Ruby Sapphire right now. I'm just playing Fire Red and Platinum. Ruby Sapphire might start soon, though. Yeah, Shining time, but we're not going to pay too much attention to it. And I'm not keeping track of encounters. One thing I've noticed, too, is when I used, like, the actual Game Boy Player disc on the Japanese GameCube, and you can tell I'm using the Japanese GameCube because there's Japanese writing on the top of the screen, the gameplay doesn't look as good. Like, this is the HD capture card, but it doesn't look as good. When I use the other method on my American GameCube, which has the, what is it? The exploit with the save file on Ocarina of Time. I keep saying Ocarina of Time. On a Wind Waker, it looks better. Maybe look if the graphics are similar. No, in Fire Red, we're trying to beat the game 200 times. Beat the Elite Four 200 times, rather. Free special plush. Also, I don't have chat up properly. Let me try to fix this. Hold on. If I put chat there... Hold on. Let's put chat there, and then I can move the 25 out of 200. Maybe right there. Is that better? So you can, like, kind of see chat. I don't like the black spot there, though. I like having this there to cover the black spot. So then what if I put chat here? Which will cover... we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works, like, in-game. Or in battle, rather. Dude, I've noticed this. Sometimes when I start streaming, my brain immediately just forgets how to speak. And it's happened, like, 4 times since I started to stream 5 minutes ago. So I don't want this to cover up too much of the screen for the reaction. And no shine. How do I soft reset in this game? There we go. I don't like that still. I could put it there. And then move my camera over. I messed around with my camera settings, by the way, chat. Looks so weird still. There we go. I messed around with my camera settings, right? And I don't know too much about cameras, but apparently if you're, like, recording, it's good to have your ISO really low. And ISO is how the camera picks up light, from what I understand. However, when I stream, if I stream with a really low ISO, you just can't see me. Because my lights aren't strong enough, I guess. I don't know, it's just really weird. Which, like, for streaming, it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't need the camera to look that amazing. But it is annoying having to switch the settings back and forth. Hello, Bruno. And I also don't know what the settings are for the Game Boy player because it's in Japanese. Like, what does this mean? Oh, I changed the color of the... What? I didn't know this. I like 16. I guess that's like remove game. I don't want to do that. Oh wow, that's a cool overlay. What the heck? Was it monster? How's it going? Yeah, so I won't be streaming for too long today. The plan for this week is to focus on the Coliseum video. And I got the script done today. Tomorrow I'll record it. And then between Thursday and Friday, hopefully I'll have it edited and out for Saturday. We'll see. It is not a shiny. What's up, Peven? How's it going? Want to say I love watching YouTube videos? Cool to finally catch a stream. Appreciate that, dude. Welcome. The streams are very, like, tame. Like, we do a lot of really grindy challenges, and unfortunately, there's not, like, too much commentary that goes behind these grindy challenges. Like, I can only commentate going through the Elite Four with a Mewtwo so many times. Like, I'm already on my 26th attempt. Like, what else can I say? It's like, oh man, we one-shot the Hitmonlee. Whoa. How's the music, by the way, chat? Can you hear it fine? It should be pretty low, but it's, some Glitch City lo-fi Pokemon remixes. Or video game remixes in general, rather. I'll move my DS in a better spot for me. There we go, that's better. I have an idea for another video, chat. I posted in the community tab today, and I didn't expect it to get as many votes as it has, but it's either tied for first or like just behind first place every time I check. But basically in Pokemon Emerald version, there's this thing called Match Call, where you can essentially, it's kind of like the Versus Seeker, I guess, but for Emerald version, and you can use that to rebattle gym leaders, and they'll have like enhanced teams and stuff. There's a few other trainers that have enhanced teams too, like I think Steven has one, and Wally maybe. And I want to make a video on that because similar to what we're doing right now with Fire Red with the 200 Elite Four victories for Lorelei's plushes in her room, a lot of people like make videos talking about it, but nobody makes videos of them actually doing it. And that's another thing that nobody actually does, or at least shows, is the Elite Four, or not the Elite Four, the gym leader rematches in Emerald version. I don't know how long that would take. It doesn't seem that difficult to get them to rematch you. But with that being said, what I've been considering doing for that challenge is just not streaming it and doing it off stream on my own time. And then just recording the battles when the gym leaders call me and they're ready to battle. Because then I can just like leisurely play while I'm like watching a Knicks game or something. And then do the battles on stream, or not on stream, I guess on a video. Because the way it works, my understanding, is there's a 31% chance for a call to be from a gym leader or a gym leader to rematch you if they call you, and you can get them to call you after 20 random encounters or something like that. There's a way to make them call you, and it's not like terribly difficult to do. It's just each time they call you, they're not guaranteed to rematch you or to ask for a rematch. So instead of me walking around with a DSi XL all the time, Shine Hunting in Soul Silver or Platinum, I could walk around with a DS Lite that has Platinum in it or Heart Gold Soul Silver in it, and then my Emerald version in the bottom slot. So I can do that challenge too. I think that'll be fun. It's going to be weird carrying around a DS Lite again after almost exclusively using DSi XLs for so long. But if it means I can play Platinum and Emerald, that's pretty cool. Oh, I should have switched leads. And the cool thing about that is if you look on the extra channel, if you missed that video, I made a video where I found a used copy of Emerald version, looked at the save file, and it looked like it had quite a few like Battle Tower ready Pokemon. And it also looked like some of those Pokemon could be usable for the gym fights too, which is really neat. I'm not sure what level the rematches are. Let me check actually. Because the Pokemon in the used copy are level 60. I want to see their team's Bulbapedia. No, not in Platinum. And Emerald. You guys try to Chimchar first? No. We'll just look up like Brawly, I guess. And it should show me his rematch teams on Bulbapedia. Yeah, so there's 3 rematches. Or 4 rematches, excuse me. And on the 4th one, for example, Brawly's ace is 52, so having 60 should be fine. Yeah, it's something that I think will be really cool to do. I'll just have to see, like, how difficult it is. And the beauty of it is, since I need the gym leaders to call me, I can do whatever I want in Emerald version in the meantime, and it'll passively help me get the gym leaders to call me. I can shiny hunt, and that can allow the gym leaders to call me. I can do battle frontier stuff. And then again, that's another thing that'll ultimately build towards the video that I want to make, where I like 100% every possible thing you can do in Emerald version, short of completing a shiny living dex, because that is a little too ridiculous. Crowd switch leads again. Oh well. I might also stream Thursday night though, chat. I don't think there's going to be a long stream this week, possibly Friday. The only way there's going to be a long stream Friday morning is if I finish the Coliseum video before then, basically. Oh, I still have a Psychic left. Okay. I don't know what happened to Mewtwo where I have enough PP going into the championship fight. Usually I run out of PP right before Lance on all my moves. So I don't know what happened there. Then Alakazam. Now we go to Rayquaza. And that's another thing that I can use Luffy for. I can just have Luffy in the back picking up rare candies, which I'm sure I'll need. I also need to work on getting a second DS capture card. I have the DS somewhere. Not this one. This is... Can you see this? Barely. This is my Soul Silver DSi XL. But I need to get a second DS capture card because whenever we finish the Ruby and Sapphire Professor Oak's challenge, I'm probably going to do Diamond and Pearl shortly after. And assuming the Ruby and Sapphire one does well, where it's like a co-op one with myself, I want to do the same thing on Diamond and Pearl. Because for the plan for the Ruby and Sapphire Professor Oak's challenge is I'm going to play through both games at the same time. So I have 2 GameCubes, right? And I can play both Ruby and Sapphire at the same time and get all the version exclusives, trade them over to one copy of the game, go through the game, and complete the entire Ho index even with exclusives, which I think will actually be quicker than doing it on one game. Because if I'm playing Ruby and Sapphire at the same time, I'm grinding in 2 games at once, which should cut time, and also I'll have more Zigzagoons to pick up rare candies. So in theory, it should be quicker playing 2 games at once, and it's also just cool because who does that, right? And there's 26. It's an empty belly. Multiple waiver receivers and a waybird. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have them right behind me. You can barely see it probably. But yeah, that should be really cool. I want to look more into... I forgot somebody in chat was saying this, but the way that I'm doing the double capture card setup is apparently wrong. Somebody said I could get like an HD multi-viewer and plug in 2 game keeps to that and use just a single capture card. I'll have to look into that. And hopefully that's not something that's like ridiculously expensive. And hopefully it's something I can find at like Best Buy or Target or something. I'll look more into it after stream, I guess. Because that way I don't have to rely on using like the SD capture cards, which like was kind of a waste of money, I guess. But I did get to use it for 2 videos, but I bought 2 of them. I don't know. I'll play around with it. Okay, how do I soft reset on a GameCube controller now? Does anybody know? That's not it. I guess I could just press the reset button. There we go, I guess that works. Oh, and the thing is, with the like dual oak challenge thing, is when we get around to doing that on Diamond and Pearl or any DS game, I can do the same thing. Because this DS that I'm currently using now for Platinum, and the blue DS that I have, then you get the capture card installed in, they are both controller modded, basically. So I can use a wireless controller to control both of them. And the wireless controller is actually a DS Lite, which is funny. I showed that off in the video on the extra channel as well. He's seriously broke and has a spot on it. Ooh, that's messed up. What's a good 3DS capture card? 3DS capture cards are really tricky to work with. Song of Shadows. The way, like, it's really confusing. I'm looking at the wrong box, though. I want to look at my Hall of Fame. As far as I know right now, the only person who makes 3DS capture cards right now is Loopy. That was 26. So I'll put a link in the chat to the website. This is the website that I bought my capture card from. However, I had to get it installed myself. I think it was like 70. It was like a weird amount. It's like $78 or something like that for the capture card, and then you have to like solder your DS. It's really complicated, but the website I linked in chat is the best place to get the actual boards from. And then when it comes to installing it, you could send it to them. You could do it yourself. It's really, really tricky and convoluted, unfortunately, and I can't really help too much with it. But hopefully that link helps you out. Also, was this guy always here? I guess he was always there. I just like never noticed. What about just mod your 3DS and get the save files and use an emulator? That's an option if you want. What I did was I bought the capture card myself, thinking I could install it. Failed horribly. Sent it off to a friend of a friend, and they fixed it. So, without counting the cost of the DS, you'll probably have to pay, with shipping and everything, I would guess like $120 or so. And that's not counting like the console itself. Yeah, no problem with Song of Shadows. It's really convoluted and confusing, especially if you're new to this type of thing. Because, for example, the GameCube that I'm playing right now, the capture card that I have is like an Elgato capture card you can buy for like, I don't know, $60 or whatever. I don't know how much they cost nowadays. And that like you just plug it in, and then you plug it into your PC and it works. Where for a DS, you need to like modify it. It's not like an external device; it's like an internal device, which makes it much more complicated to work with. It's also not made by like a big company. Like Elgato's a big company. I think they're owned by Corsair, or they're owned by some like pretty big like PC company. Where when it comes to 3DS capture cards, it's literally some dude in Utah who just makes them on his own, right? Like it's not a company, so it gets tricky. Oh, dude, I tried to move the DS. I pressed the D-pad on the DS, thinking it'll move on the GameCube. I got frozen. I missed the KO. I don't think that's ever happened. That has to be like a 99.6% chance to Oko, and I just got like the 0.4%, right? Also, I can just Fire Blast and get out of here. But I want to waste Fire Blast PP. Whatever. Wait, does that not work in this game? Does using a fire move not thaw you out? Maybe the next... I don't even know how that works. Gen 3 has weird mechanics. Something I'm slowly learning the more weird videos that I make on Gen 3. There's also a chance, a slight chance actually, because now that I say it out loud, this sounds a lot more difficult than I originally thought. But whenever we start the Ruby and Sapphire Oak Challenge, I might do Fire Red in the corner of that. But the prospect of playing 3 games at once is probably a bit too much, so maybe I won't do that. 15 minutes of soft module 3DS, 10 minutes backing up the save and transmitting to PC, and then running a 3DS emulator. Capture cards is too much of a hassle. It depends on what you want to do, for sure. Like, I'm somebody who's just really weird and loves playing on like actual official hardware as closely as I possibly can. But if you're somebody who just wants to strictly like go off practicality and record, there's much easier ways. Like honestly, at that point, just cut out the middleman and just use an emulator entirely, like straight up. Don't send this to Nintendo chat. What's up, my alpha? What is an Oak Challenge? It's a Professor Oak's challenge. The way it works is you have to get every possible Pokedex entry in your Pokedex filled out before each gym leader. So for example, the one that I did in yellow version, I had to get every single Pokedex entry before Brock. That was available to me, which included grinding up Pidgey to Pidgeot at level 36. And then after Brock, you have to get every Pokemon up until Misty, so on and so forth until you beat the game. And then in the post-game, you have a few other Pokemon you have to catch typically. Would you recommend the challenge for a casual player? I think the challenge is perfect for a casual player, honestly. I think most of the challenges that I do nowadays, like while they are hard in the sense that they take a long time, I think they're very approachable from a casual standpoint. Like in terms of just straight gameplay, what I'm doing is a lot easier than say like a Nuzlocke challenge, right? Where in a Nuzlocke challenge you have to train, you have to team build, you have to properly play in each battle. For an Oak challenge, you just catch every Pokemon. You know, you play at your own pace for the most part. What's the Fire Red challenge? So the Fire Red challenge is there's a few really, really niche challenges you can do in Fire Red that don't really give you much. All they do is they give you these stamps on your trainer card, and one of them is beating the Elite Four 200 times. On top of getting a stamp on your trainer card, you also get to go to Lorelei's house, and she'll have plushes. I'm doing a terrible job explaining that. So every 25 times you beat the Elite Four, Lorelei at her house in 4 Island will add a plush. And that caps out at 14, which coincidentally is 200 victories of the Elite Four. So it's like a small little Easter egg for beating the Elite Four 200 times. This is another challenge that I think is very approachable to a more casual fan, because all you're doing is just going through the Elite Four 200 times. And then on Platinum, we're just softer setting for a Turtwig. It takes about 45 seconds for each reset if you play optimally. I'm not playing optimally, so each reset's taking like 2 minutes. You're giving Lorelai psychological trauma, so she needs to buy emotional support dolls. Yeah, basically. Every 25 times she loses, she buys one. And we saw the first one there. See, one of the reasons why I'm doing this might be a petty reason. But there's so many videos on YouTube, so many shorts specifically, that talk about this Easter egg in Fire Red, where how you can beat the Elite Four 200 times and Lorelai will get all of her plushes. But nobody actually does it. Like, nobody's actually, like, done it and shown it. At least properly. That's a rude way of putting it. Nobody's, like, done it recently in, like, a concise way. There's one video that I saw of somebody, like, pointing their camera at their Game Boy and beating it the 200th time. But nobody's done, like, an actual, like, full-on video explaining it and then showing it. Usually people just explain it and then show the screenshot on Bulbapedia that has it. Which isn't even a screenshot of the room. It's just a screenshot of the plushes that could be in the room. I'm not keeping track of Turtwig encounters, King Logan. I don't typically keep track of encounters too closely. I am keeping track of encounters on my Soul Silver badge quest. But for this one that I'm doing on Platinum, I started it at the end of March 2024. So we're nearing a year. And I have not kept track of encounters. I just leisurely shiny hunts. Yeah. So the game plan for my badge quest. Right now I'm doing this one on Platinum, of course, where we're still working for the starter. And then I'm doing one on Soul Silver here, on this blue DS. The plan is Soul Silver is going to be entirely done on that one DS. Like, no tricks, just full odds, single hunting. Where Platinum, I'm going to do all the tricks. You know, I'm going to, like, I have 3 copies of Platinum. I'm going to play 3 copies of Platinum at once and trade over the shiny. I'm going to do crazy stuff like that, you know? But I'm not going to keep track of encounters. I got paralyzed, are you kidding me? That's annoying. What does this do? Add a star in the card, or she just gets plushies? It does both, which in the grand scheme of things does nothing. Like, there's no benefit to this. It's just cool. That's it. Like, it just looks cool. As far as I know, too, I don't think anyone's made a video getting all of the trainer card stamps. I've seen people maxing out their trainer card, which doesn't require the stamp, but I haven't seen anybody get all these stamps. The other 2 stamps we have to get, one is win 200 link trades, which we can do easily because I have, you know, or sorry, win 200 or 100 link battles. And I have 2 game cubes, so I can do that between my 2 game cubes. And the other one is hatch 300 eggs, which is going to be a bit more tedious, especially because things like Flame Body don't work in this game. It wasn't until Emerald version where abilities had effects outside of battle, which I didn't know. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Wow, first faint, by the way. Alright. Have to restart my Platinum, but I transferred my Mons to Heart Gold. And reset it Platinum, then transferred it back, so I started it for Shiny Giratina, now I'm doing it in Dialga. Also, there are videos on it, look it up on YouTube. There's a YouTuber that makes videos on it for these games. That's how you know what to do. Are you talking about Shiny Hunting in Platinum? I know a few ways Shiny Hunting in Platinum. I'm sure there's other ways I don't know about. But I could look them up later. What's up, Groms? How's it going? Yeah, I'm going for Turtwig on Platinum. Send in Luffy. I could send in Luffy. I gotta check him for rare candies. Keep forgetting. Yeah, I know I've been doing this Turtwig hunt for a year, and I don't think I've, like, properly streamed it. Like, ever. Oh, so did the star on the trainer cards, you mean? No, it's not a star, though. It's a stamp. It's different. The stars and stamps are 2 different things. Stars are arguably harder to get, to be honest. It's just the stamps are more tedious. Personberry. I'll eventually make a video getting all the I can't move. All the stars. However, that requires to fill the Pokedex out. And I need to, which is why I want to do the Ruby and Sapphire Oak challenge first, so I can transfer all the stuff over from there. In all the newer Pokemon games, the Switch ones, the stars are shiny locked. BDSP is the only Switch game with possible shiny stars. Yep. I'm not a big fan of shiny locks. I like kind of understand it for some mythical Pokemon for event distributions, like sure, I guess. But I don't like it for starters. It's like why? No, it's gonna play BDSP anyway for the shiny. I actually like shiny hunting on BDSP. I haven't done it too much, but it's effectively the same thing as Diamond and Pearl, just with modern odds. That's kind of sick. Like, they fixed the radar in it, so the radar is not as frustrating. That's kind of cool. Like, there's some merit to it. It's not my favorite game to shiny hunt in, but of all the games that I played on the Switch for shiny hunting, I think I like it the most, to be honest. Like, I don't really like Scarlet and Violet shiny hunting because it's like, just pop a sandwich and run around in a circle. It's like, whatever. Sword and Shield, I've only ever done Masuda in, to be honest. So, I don't even really know how else shiny hunt in that game. Arceus isn't bad. Like, you fly around, that's kind of cool. Kind of calming. I've only done that a small handful of times. So when I see BDSP discovered glitches in DP, I've heard about stuff like that. It's kind of interesting, yeah. Synchro, dude, I'm getting paralyzed like every time now. Excuse you, I'm in the middle where I filled the decks for the shiny events. That's something, like, again, I've said that so much. Like, I really, really should play the Switch games, you know? I really should play the Switch games so I can make videos on these events. And do people even do that, by the way? Do people make videos on, like, the events? Besides just, like, news videos? What's the new one? Shiny Eternatus, right? Or no, or Animaris? Shiny Animaris is what it's called, right? Yeah, like, people have made, like, how to get them. Just, like, effectively just showing off the news. But I haven't seen a video of somebody being like, yep, I did it. You see the Poketubers overreact to the smallest amount of animation? Wait, what do you mean? Trying to recall them or Scarlet Violet over Christmas? I remember that. I remember a friend of mine asked me, like, if I wanted to do it with him, and I was like, do I really care about getting a shiny Rayquaza in Scarlet and Violet? Like, no, I don't. Sorry. For the new gen events. I don't mean, like, videos just announcing they exist. I mean videos, like, actually, like, getting, like, completing the event. Because an event like the I can't say that Pokemon's name. Animaris event is, like, you have to do a lot to get that. Dude, I had 2 Pokemon die in this Elite Four run. What the heck? What's going on? What am I doing wrong? Bail me out, Charizard. Please. It's your list to be the first. The issue with them is, like, they're a limited time. And it's been going on for so long and I haven't done it yet. And I barely play the Switch games, so, like, I'm gonna have to do it from scratch, basically. It's just too much for me to do now. That's why, like, when Legends ZA comes out, I'm going to have more of a focus on that. I straight up might lose here, by the way, chat. I have to use a revive on my Kyogre, I think. Not the home events here. I'm going. Oh, speaking of home, Or is it home? Yeah, or bank. What, home, I think. Whatever. I had an idea for a video, right? And I think I talked about this on stream once before. I don't remember. But I want to make a video completing every single challenge in Pokemon Home. Some of them are, like, insane. But I think it would be really cool. I'm gonna Blast Burn. I thought this was, like, the coolest move when I was a kid. It's terrible. There are challenges Pokemon Home? There are. Yep. Some of them are weird. Like, I saw one, and it was, like, transform over a Zekrom that was caught in Pokemon Black. And it's like, wow. That's a challenge. Dude, I'm trying to hard switch into my Kyogre. This battle's taking way too long. Hyper Beam? Bro, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. Oh my god. What moves do you have, Mewtwo? Do you have Psychic? No. Excuse me. Alright, Mewtwo, just don't miss a Blizzard, I guess. Thank you, Grams. Dude. Okay, we land, but do we kill? Dude. What? Alright, don't miss Fire Blast. Oh, you have another potion. Luffy needs a KO. I don't think Luffy can KO level 73 Pokemon. Unfortunately. Hold on, I gotta lock in. I gotta revive again. Gotta revive Kyogre, and then I think I have to potion it too, so it doesn't die to a freaking Hyper Beam again. Dude, it's another Dragon Dance. Potion? 4-star. Play shouldn't have moves that are such low accuracy. It wasn't a problem the first 26 times. Who knew it would be a problem the 27th? Movie Evilite or Focus Sash. Evilite's not in this game. I don't know about Focus Sash. The thing is, I don't want to give it an item because then it won't pick up items. And I'd rather have it pick something up. Because it could pick up a rare candy. Or randomly the TM for Earthquake. Or Hidden Power. One of the two. I forget which game has Earthquake as a pickup TM. Which is really weird, by the way, to pick up a TM. Wow, I have no moves. Good job, Mewtwo. Alright, Kyogre, bail me out. Yeah, what the heck? It took me 40 minutes to do 2 attempts. It should not take that long. What? Unless I miscounted and I forgot to add one? There's no way it took me 40 minutes to do 2. What? Maybe I should just put the platinum away and just lock in. Like, only Fire Red from now on. You reset. Time to match A. It's always time to match A. See, everything just went wrong that last attempt. Like, how did that freaking Lapras live a Psychic? Like, you're not supposed to live a Psychic Lapras. You're a Lapras. I tried using Luffy before, he's too weak. Like, Headbutt just doesn't knock out anything. So he'll discourage him. It happened, I tried him. I did Headbutt on something and it did like a quarter damage. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not good. But he's not weak, you need to trust your Pokemon more. Oh yeah, totally. Forgot about that. Magikarp Slay level 60 plus Venusaur. Luffy can take at least one kill. Oh, was I slower? Oh, I guess I missed. Yeah, that's fine. Missed again! Come on, Mewtwo. I don't need to repeat the last attempt. Good. Your Lapras do not live a Psychic, please. I don't know what I'll name the Turtwig. I honestly just might not name it. I'm not keeping track of encounters for the Turtwig, like I said. But I've been hunting it like pretty extensively. I hunted it for 8.5 hours on a flight. Double hunted it. 8.5 hours on a flight. And still didn't get it. I don't know how many encounters that would have been. If it's roughly one encounter a minute, 8.5 hours. That's actually not that bad though. It's only like 1,000 encounters. But still, that was just one day and it's been a year. You know? I'm not keeping track, but I'm willing to bet that I am over odds. I'll trigger pause it from now. Mewtwo's missing too many moves. Frustration or annoyance, honestly. I might have to. Shiny Turtwig solo run. No, I'm doing a shiny badge quest. So I'll shiny on something else for each badge. Another good potion. I'll use speed anyway. You could have won the Luffy solo run without items in battle. I don't know. It's hard because Luffy doesn't get like, or Luffy, Zigzagoon doesn't get, like, healing moves, right? So, I don't know. Maybe with, like, really optimal TM usage, you could. If you, like, save your TMs and teach it a move right before it report in battle where that move would be good. But it would be very difficult. I guess double team shenanigans is an option. Because, like, in theory, you set up 6 double teams and you could probably beat anything. Does Mewtwo still have Psychic VP left? There's 11. Yeah, except for an air-release Pokemon, that's true. Once you do what you can fire well, you transfer your Pokemon fly them. No, I want to keep my Pokemon in, like, the generation that they were found in, if that makes sense. So, like, I don't plan on transferring over any of my Coliseum Pokemon beyond Gen 3. Whatever I get in the Shiny Badge quest will stay in Gen 4. Yeah, Coliseum's still Gen 3. That's why I said I would leave it in Gen 3. Save backups. I always do that. I still save or back up my saves whenever I can. With the exception being Coliseum. I don't know how to back up a GameCube save file. But, you know, I back up the Soul Silver one from time to time. When we were doing Yellow, I backed it up after every stream. When we do Ruby Sapphire, I'll back those up every stream. Oh, modded Wii. I didn't know that. Yeah, I play on a GameCube. I don't think you can use the Game Boy player on the GameCube. That's why I prefer to use GameCubes over Wii's. Although, technically for Coliseum, like, I could use the GameCube. Or could use the Wii, rather. Yeah, I played Battle Revolution a lot when it came out when I was little. I remember they had, like, a release tournament at a GameStop that I went to. Didn't win, but I went there. It's cool. I remember grinding it a lot to get event Pokemon. I think there was like an Electivire that you get in that game that I got. Oh, GameCube saves from the memory cards. That's pretty useful. Electabuzz, Magmar, and Pikachu. I think I only ever got the Electabuzz. I remember I was trying to get the Pikachu. I think it was like a surfing Pikachu or a flying Pikachu, something like that, right? I remember trying to get it, but I never did. Thank you, Psycho Dragon, for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh man, the alerts are being covered. Just put them over there. They'll cover my face a bit when they pop up, but that's fine. Your Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon to Gen 3 and a modded Wii. I know. Are you talking about the, what is it called? The Poke Transporter thing? Is that what you're talking about? I was thinking about making a video for that for a while. Basically transferring over Pokemon from Yellow version all the way up to Scarlet and Violet. You gotta be neat. Oh shit, I'm battling on the Platinum. Oops. I think after this encounter chat, I'm gonna turn off Platinum. It's like a little too distracting doing both of these things. I didn't have a problem doing Fire Red while doing Coliseum. But I don't know why, like, focusing on both I feel like is just a little... Maybe just the mood that I'm in. I'm in kind of like a chill mood right now. You know? When I was playing Coliseum, it was, you know, right after I had my coffee. Right now it's like the end of the day. I mean, 6:15, but, you know. I don't like that it's so zoomed out, though. That's the thing. Like, how do I guess I can do it like this. So it'll make me feel old. Oh, gosh. Please don't do it to me. There we go. That's fine, right? Pokemon's been out for longer than I've been alive. Oh my gosh. What the heck, dude? Don't say that on the internet. Don't say how old you are on the internet, chat. Especially if you're a minor. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay, King Logan, don't say how old you are on the internet. Trust me. It's for your safety. Like, don't do it. Be very careful. My advice came 5 seconds too late. For future reference, be careful. Don't tell people how old you are. Don't let strangers DM you on Discord. Be careful. And all children. I mean, what is it to be to make a Twitch account? What is it, 13 or 16, something like that? I think it's 13. So they're fine in that regard. But yeah, don't say how old you are on the internet, especially if you're a minor. Actually, definitely if you're a minor, don't do it. Keep yourself safe. You don't have Discord? Good. You don't need Discord. Don't need to be talking to strangers on the internet. I mean, granted, you are right now, I guess. But still. You don't need to have private conversations with strangers on the internet. What's with the team, though? My team on Fire Red? It's just an overpowered team to beat the Elite Four quickly. Is there any social media except for YouTube or Twitch? Okay, good. I know I sound like such a boomer, but keep it that way. You know? Oh no, Magikarp's just kind of chilling there. Yeah, I don't know why Magikarp's there. The other 5 Pokemon are level 100. Magikarp's just chilling. Nah, Zigzagoon's level 100. Zigzagoon's legit. Get the extra out of Gyarados by the end. Nah, that's way too much time. Bro forgot to switch train. Yeah, dude. I don't know why I extreme speeded there, by the way. That's kind of silly. It's not going to knock out. Who am I fighting, by the way? Is this Lance? Or the champion? Wait, what did I go for that was not very effective? Did I go for a waterfall by accident? I think I did. Whatever. Oh, it is the champion? Okay. Wish I ever caught. I don't know. I don't know the exact count. Apparently Japan's coming with Hatsune Miku underwear. I'm surprised it doesn't already exist. What do you mean? They don't have Hatsune Miku themed underwear in Japan? Who's Hatsune Miku? Hatsune Miku's like a... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a animated character that's a singer from Japan. It's not like a cartoon. It's just like a singer that has like actual concerts in Japan. It's been around for a long time. I feel like I remember Hatsune Miku when I was a kid. Synthetic singer. Yeah, it's really weird. Alright, land a sheer cold. Darn. Been listening to Vocaloid since like 2013. I don't think I've ever like really listened to Hatsune Miku. I'm sure I've heard Hatsune Miku's songs, I just don't remember. Alright, surely I don't miss 3 sheer colds in a row. Huh? Good. Hatsune Miku. From 2007. What the heck, dude? Does she sing in English or is it exclusively Japanese? We're in a golden age for Vocaloid. Wait, are there other Vocaloids besides Hatsune Miku that are big? Hatsune Miku is the only one that I know. What? I guess nowadays it's probably easier with like technology and AI. Because isn't Hatsune Miku just effectively just an AI singer? Like it's not like it's an actual person singing and then they like... Maybe it is an actual person singing and then they just modify the singing. I don't know. Wait, Hatsune Miku's in Fortnite? What the hell? Alright, I got 3 in an hour. At this rate, it'll take me... Oh gosh. 3 in an hour? Wait a minute, math is hard. It's gonna be like 100 hours. Right? 60 hours? Oh, my math is way off. That's still an insane amount of hours. Alright, I'm locking in. You recorded sound bites for the Japanese language that's tweaked and modified to become singing. I want to know, like, who came up with this and why. Like, whose idea was Hatsune Miku? Who is Hatsune Miku's dad? Post the Miku magic cards in Discord. I've heard of that. I don't know if they're out yet, but I've heard of Hatsune Miku magic cards. I've said this before, I will play Magic the Gathering when the SpongeBob ones come out. When is that? Japan is the dad? Oh. Excuse me. They're digital only? For Hatsune Miku? That's annoying. Wait, is SpongeBob gonna be digital only? Coming in 2025, it says. But like, when in 2025? It's currently 2025. And I don't have them. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate it, dude. Third or fourth quarter? I hate that. Every time they say something's coming in 2025, it comes out in like the last quarter. It's like, come on. Just release it in like January. Why not? When you say 2025, mean it. If this doesn't knock out, I'm gonna get like a Carbos and give it to Mewtwo. Okay, good. You know what's funny? I don't think I've even caught Mewtwo in this game. Have I? Like, did I catch the Mewtwo that's in my Fire Red? Because the one I'm using is from Leaf Green. I don't remember catching it. Maybe I did, though. I don't know. It's actually probably in the video from September where I beat this game in. Running Elite Four over and over again. So if you beat the Elite Four 25 times, Lorelei will add a new plush in her house in Four Island. And that caps out at 14 plushes, which is 200 battles. Because she starts at like 6 or whatever. So I want to get all the plushes in her house. And also get a stamp on my trainer card. Because somebody else in Four Island stamps your trainer card if you have 400 Hall of Fame entries. It's like a very tedious and stupid thing that serves no purpose. But there's so many random YouTube shorts talking about it. And nobody's like actually done it from what I've seen. There was one video of like one old video of somebody pointing a camera at their Game Boy, beating the Elite Four for a 200th time. And that's it. That's like the closest thing to a video of somebody doing this on the internet. What's up, Young Kindiquil? How's it going? Well, actually, I have an idea to make chat look a bit better. What if I do this? No, not that. No, not that. That. There we go. As a Platinum would have done this already. I don't know if there's something equivalent to this in Platinum. I have no idea. I am going to do something in Emerald version that's cool, though. I'm going to do the match call to get all the gym leader rematches. But that I'm not going to do on stream. That I'm going to do like on my own time and then record it. Because that's going to require like even more tedious grinding compared to this. This is the condo thing in the resort area because basically a money sink from the Elite Four. I never messed around with that, but I've heard about that. And it's pretty neat. Missing one decoration for it. How do you get more decorations? It's just the Elite Four. You buy most with no requirement. Some you gotta unlock the option of doing other things. And the card games and motorcycles channel? Oh, dude, nobody uses that channel anymore. That's the Hatsune Miku cards, wow. The funny thing about my Discord server is the card games on motorcycle channel used to be like the most active channel. Where we would just talk about the Pokemon trading card game and Yu-Gi-Oh! And then now it's like nobody posts in there anymore. Put Kyogre in the front. Dude, my controller's being weird. I swear it's not just me not knowing how to use a controller. But like right to left seems to be just acting up. I don't know. I already did break one controller through streaming. Hopefully I don't break this one too. I think I accidentally stretched chat, by the way. Hold on. No, I didn't. Alright, we're good. The other thing we were talking about is you can use other controllers. I don't remember. I want to do it on official hardware, so if it requires like emulation, then I'm not going to do it. You have a goal today. If you know a specific number, no. Probably just going. It did take me an hour to do 3, which isn't ideal. I feel like Rayquaza low-key kind of sucks, by the way. Mewtwo's just been way better. Oh, yeah, I remember you sending me that. Yeah. The Consolizer. That is pretty cool. I could use those instead of GameCubes, I guess. But at the moment, I don't need more than 2 GameCubes, and I have 2 GameCubes. So. And it is good that I have an English GameCube and a Japanese GameCube, so like there's some diversity there. If I ever want to get like Japanese Coliseum, I can play it now. Or Japanese Pokemon Box. In case I don't want to spend $2,000 on the American version. Or $3,000, whatever it's at now. I could spend like $30 on the Japanese one. I could do 8 times hunts. I could do 8 times hunts, yeah. But I would need 8 games. Like, okay, I'm trying to think. I have 1 Ruby version in the GameCube. I have... How many Ruby versions do I have? 1, 2, 3... Counting Sapphires too. 4, 5... Hold on. Okay, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. How many copies do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 7. I would need another copy. That I can do 8 times hunts in 1 month. I could do it. I keep clicking Waterfall by accident on you, Gyarados. That's what I'm saying. Rayquaza sucks. Maybe I should stop using Rayquaza as much. Or only use it for Lance, where it's not as terrible. I want to advocate piracy, but I'm pretty sure Pokemon Box falls under abandonware laws. See, the thing is, I don't even understand, like, how could you even pirate Pokemon Box and have it work properly? Is there a way to do that? There probably is. I mean, I wouldn't want to use. I would want to use like actual Pokemon Box if possible, and have it be compatible with Ruby and Sapphire. Like, yeah, sure, you could download Emulator on your PC and get a Pokemon Box ROM, but like, that can't connect with Ruby and Sapphire then. So what's the point? Dude, why are you falling asleep, buddy? Come on. You go boot your GameCube? Maybe. Does that require soldering? Maybe. Maybe I'll do it. Because it would be like, it would help for so many videos if I just had Pokemon Box. Like, it would just be so nice. But I'm not spending $3,000 on it. I remember being a kid, seeing Pokemon box because I used to go to the Pokemon. I used to go to the Pokemon website every day. Chat every day. I go to Pokemon.com, and Pokemon box back in the day was only available through the Pokemon Center. You had to go to the physical location in Manhattan or order it online. And I don't know why I never got it when I went to the store because I have been there a few times. But whatever, I never got it. And I remember asking my mom if I could order it online because it's a Pokemon game that like you can only get through the Pokemon Center. I thought that was so cool. And she said no. So the reason why I don't have Pokemon Bank or Pokemon Box is because my mom said no in 2003. And 20 years later, I need it for my job. But how could she have known? She could have never known. It's not even like it's like the thing that's crazy about it though is like okay, it's $3,000 or whatever it is now, 2,000, 3,000, somewhere around there. It's not even like it's that expensive because it's a really good game. Do you know what I mean? Like the people who are buying that game are not freaking playing it. It's just expensive because it's so scarce, and it's not even that rare. Like I see so many game stores that have it in stock. Like it's not uncommon. It's just expensive, and it's annoying. Because I'm like one of like the 5 people in the world that would actually use it for its intended purpose. Really funny conversation to have with her. Oh, I have said this to her multiple times. I'm like, hey, there's this game I wanted as a kid that you said no to me when I said I wanted it. And it's worth like $3,000 now. Dude, I burned my tongue today. And it hurts when I talk now. Pokemon box. Alright. Pokemon box. $2,000. Okay. So not 3,000. It might have went down actually. I feel like it was at 3,000 at one point, no? I guess not. No, it was always about 2,000. You know what's even funnier though? Before the pandemic, right? Let's go to let's see. February 2020. It was $500. Still ridiculously expensive. But considering, you know, what it is, sure. $500 for a more obscure Pokemon game with a much limited print run on the GameCube, sure. Wow. Wait, this is crazy. Go even farther back. 2015, 2016, it's like $40. Actually, no, that was just for like a month in 2015. It was $40. I don't know why that's like that. But go back even more. Like 2012, 2013, $100 or so. Man. Yeah, the price of like anything collectible went up in the pandemic because everyone was at home and bored, and I don't know, like wanted their old games, I guess, and just bought them on eBay. It's like that with Emerald too. So there's a copy of Pokemon Emerald, or a version of Pokemon Emerald, I should say, the not for resale version. Here we go. So I don't know exactly where this was distributed, but it is a full copy of Pokemon Emerald. The only difference is it has a sticker on it that says not for resale. It is currently $600, $620, where a regular copy of Emerald, of North American Emerald, I should say, goes for about $220. Before the pandemic, right? In December 2019, $80. June 2019, $40. In 2019, you could get this game for $40. This rarer version of Pokemon Emerald. Nowadays, a Japanese copy of regular Emerald costs more than $40. Setting $1,000 minimum. I don't think they're as scarce as it seems. I think that's why. I think these are like relatively common. I've never seen one in the wild. But yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the price was pretty on par with regular Emerald for a while. And then it went up a lot more in recent years. When DS era event cards were under $100. I didn't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. So I don't know too much about those ones. Yo, what's up, Nady? How's it going? Recently at a garage sale. Picked up Silver Harkle, Black and White Toon Pearl for $10 because Lee was selling some for a kid. Oh, that's the dream. I was gonna game for $20. You cried. That's the dream. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I haven't been to a garage sale in years. I'm sure that'd be my best bet to find a Pokemon game for a reasonable price. But the thing is, I feel so bad. Like, I feel like, I'm not trying to like put you on blast, but I feel so bad if someone's like, yeah, $10 for Pokemon Black when I know it goes for $100. You know what I mean? I guess they are setting the price, like they have the ability to set whatever price they want. That's the price they arrived at. Sure. Oh, you did tell her. Okay. Okay. No, I didn't say you were trying to scam her. I assumed you weren't. But yeah, sometimes they just don't care. Grouches aren't worth it for games unless you show up hour or more early. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of retro video game stores in my area. And I know a lot of the owners do that. They go around to garage sales to find inventory. Just gotta get it. You know, it's their store. That's the best way for them to get stuff. But it just means I'll never find anything. Unless I dedicate, like, every weekend, 6 a.m., go out. $10 US Pokemon Ruby at Goodwill. It was on for like $25 and 50% off sticker. That's awesome. I got I remember in 2017, it might be this exact reversion in my other GameCube. I don't know. One of my reversions. I got one at a local retro game store for $30. And I think even at the time that was an overpay. But like, getting any older Pokemon game for $30 nowadays is like insane. Go garage sale shopping with your mother-in-law. Nice way to bond. Yeah, every time it gets nicer out, I'm like, I'm gonna go. And then I never go. Where do you find them though? Do people like just post about it like online somewhere? Or do you just like drive around until you find one? Facebook? It's not a bad idea. All the moms post on Facebook. Yeah. I just feel like in my area, it's just too populated where there's so many people who have the same idea as me who are just going to go around to these garage sales and buy these old games and then just resell them. But I'm not going to resell them. I'm just insane and want a million copies of every Pokemon game. Like, I was thinking about how I want to do something with Gen 5, right? And if I do that, I'm going to want another copy of Black and White 2. Because I have my main copy of Black and White 2, or my main copy of Black 2 that I got on release date. White 2, which I'm going to use for the Oak Challenge if I get around to it. And then I want another copy to do stuff in. So it's like, what do I do? What'd you send me? Pokemon TCG? I bought 3 slabs from the Vegas vending machine for $75 each, so you don't have to. What? So apparently there's vending machines in Las Vegas that give you a random graded Pokemon card for $75. And of course, it's a ripoff. Just back up your saves. I could do that, but that doesn't... I don't know. I don't like that. See, I'm just a weird purist when it comes to this kind of thing. It's like random junk 10 slabs, right? It's kind of like when you go to the dollar store and you see those vending machines where it's like put in a quarter and you get a random Pokemon card. And it's always just a bulk common. I always fall for those, chat. If I have quarters in my pocket and I see one of those, I will get them. And I know I'm contributing to the problem, but like, it's only a quarter. And I know I'm paying a quarter for a card worth literally a cent. But, I don't know, what if they accidentally put in like a Charizard? I don't know if I'll ever do that, but still. Yeah, I have a modded 3DS that I use to back up save files. So, for example, like the other copy of Platinum that I got, I already reset the game. But I backed up the old save file, because, like, why not? I might do that for some of them. I would still prefer to have the cartridges, but like for black and white 2, which go for like what, 150 or so. Dude, I keep playing Waterfall by accident. I don't know. Did I accidentally switch Waterfall with Outrage? Because I keep thinking Outrage is in the top right, but it's not. Oops. Wait, which one select? Crap, what am I pressing? No, don't set a timer. Okay, select is... Dude, what am I doing? How do I get out of this? What did I do? Z? Oh, it's Z. Okay. Because on my other GameCube that has like the weird Game Boy player, Z is select, but Z is the menu on this one, so I'm really confused. An archive old plat saves, it goes back to like 2021 or something, yeah. Yeah, I used the homebrew GB player on my other GameCube. I'm to the Turtwig. I put it away so I can focus on the Elite Four. Sorry. There we go. I think I told you about this though, but yeah, so this is a memory card that I have in my other GameCube. And this memory card has like a modded file of Wind Waker. And when I start up the save file, it just boots up like the Game Boy player. And it looks a little bit different than the like first party Game Boy player, like the one we're using now. Yeah, that you don't even need Peekaboo. I only have that on my American GameCube. I don't have it on the Japanese one. I have Kyogre also. I'm mainly using Mewtwo and Rayquaza because they're the best for this. In the box? I'm not sure, honestly. I don't think I do in this game. But in other Gen 3 games, I should. Wait, does Mewtwo have PP even? Eh, sort of. Yeah, that Charizard is from a bootleg copy of Fire Red that I got as a kid and didn't know it was a bootleg until years later. I still have it. It's somewhere in this drawer. Is it? It should be like the only Dre label card. Is it? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is my bootleg copy of Fire Red that my dad somehow found. I don't know where he found it or how he found it. Like, from what I vaguely remember, I think he got it on eBay. But buying a bootleg on eBay in, what, 2004? Like, I know nowadays you can go on eBay and buy a bootleg of any old Pokemon game, right? I can't imagine that was too easy to find in 2004, right? Like, he either found this from some, like, sketchy site that was kind of like eBay, but not exactly eBay, or he just, like, found it at, like, a street vendor. Because as a kid, I remember there being street vendors selling fake Pokemon cards and fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's like, maybe there was one that sold fake games one day. OG AliExpress. Was AliExpress around in 2004 and shipping to the US? Maybe then. But it's funny because I've never seen a bootleg quite like this one. Like all the bootlegs that I've seen online. If I were to load it up, actually I can do it right now. I can show you right now. Yeah, I'm assuming he found it somewhere in Manhattan or somewhere. That's what I'm guessing. Like, check this out. I'm gonna load it up right now on my capture card. Check this out. Let me turn chat off for a second. Start the GBA game. So it's gonna look just like Fire Red, right? 2004, whatever. Intro cutscene. This is in English, which I think is in English in the Japanese copy even. Yeah, this is all normal. This is loading up, and then look here for a second. If you look in the flame behind Charizard above where it says Fire Red, it says by Jazz. And whoever Jazz is, they basically translated this game. Yeah, so if we started out like this is in Japanese. This is a save file from probably when I was like 12 or something. Because I've replayed this so many times. But yeah, like, this is all in English. But if you look at the Pokemon, so because this was like originally a Japanese game, translated to English, the Pokemon names can only be 5 letters, which is why Charizard is Charl. Yeah, so you look at this, like, a lot of this is in Japanese, but then you go to the moves, and, like, look at the moves. Like, Rizzer Leaf, Pigeon Powder, like, it's in, like, broken English, because they tried to fit it with the characters that they had. Like, it's so weird. I played this so much as a kid, though. Like, I would reset it constantly. Oh, my capture card just unplugged. What the heck? Alright, whatever. Enough of that. Why keep around nostalgia? Why would I get rid of it, you know? Like, why get rid of it? I didn't know it was fake until I was a little older. I just thought it was real, and then I remember, like, because my dad got that. I didn't mention this, actually. My dad got that months before Fire Red Leaf Green came out in North America, by the way. That's what made it even weirder. Because I want to say Fire Red and Leaf Green, they came out in North America in September of 2004. And I had definitely gotten it before June. Because remember, it was the previous school year that I had it. So I want to say it was probably like April, May or so that I had it. And I remember like bringing it to school and my friends were like, what the heck is this? And then Fire Red and Leaf Green actually came out in English. And they were like, what? I'm sure if I did a bit more research, I could find more about it. I mean, like, who Jazz was. For all I know, Jazz could still be around. Like, he could be, like, a ROM hack guy. Yeah, Gen 6 was the first Pokemon game that had a worldwide release. And I remember that because Gen 6 came out... X and Y came out the day... Or the same weekend as Comic-Con. New York Comic-Con. And I went to Comic-Con that year. And I remember I went that Sunday, which was a day or two after X and Y came out, and like Nintendo had like all this X and Y stuff there. Yeah, so like it's an actual ROM file of Pokemon. Like it's legit in that sense. I still have the box somewhere too. I gotta find the box. And the funny thing is, it was Fire Red and Leaf Green. I don't know what happened to the Leaf Green. What I remember is I remember it was that summer. I went to my cousin's house. My cousin had a friend over. That friend was moving somewhere. I don't know where they moved. It was far away though. And my Leaf Green was missing after that day. So I have a feeling the friend saw it and just took it. Oh, I'm at 30. I forgot to update it. I always like to make sure. Which, like, in hindsight, right? If you're a young kid and you see somebody has 2 copies of an unreleased game, right? Because I had Fire Red and Leaf Green. And you know there's going to be no consequences of taking it. I can't fault that kid, to be honest. I don't think I would have the heart to do that. But, like, I can understand. I'm actually really curious. I'm just gonna look up like Fire Red by Jazz or Pokemon Fire Red. Like this has to be a translation. Yeah. Okay. First result on Google is somebody on Reddit posting about how they have the same thing with a screenshot and a copy of the game. Yeah, they have an account on some ROM hacking forum, and they made a post about how they translated Fire Red. That's so funny. What's up, Orange Orange? The challenge this time is beat the Elite Four 200 times, and if you do that, you get some small Easter egg stuff. Like Lorelei will add extra plushes every 25 victories, and you will get a special stamp in your trainer card if you talk to somebody on Four Island. It's a small little thing that takes a very long time, but I'm doing it. It's actually taking far longer than I anticipated it to take, but we're doing it. And I'm doing my best to fully document it. In fact, it'll probably be streamed entirely. Yeah, there will be a video. Oh, what about made weird noises there? Sorry, chat. My favorite Pokemon is Swalot. I'm not angry, King Logan. There's not much to talk about when I'm playing this. You know? We're just kind of chilling. Everyone wants a Alolan Muck. I like a Alolan Muck. I think my favorite Alolan is probably Golem, though. Golem looks really cool. So DJP has the run going. It's going. Just gotta do this 70 more times. And then do a few other challenges that shouldn't take as long. But we still got a long ways to go. I think after stream, I'm gonna try to figure out if there's like a more efficient way to do this with like a more optimal party or something. Because while using Mewtwo then switching to Rayquaza is like working for the most part, it would be nice to just like not have to do that and just have a single Pokemon kill everything. Alolan Golems are only shiny, perfect, and go. I don't think I have any shiny perfects in go. I don't know if I have any perfects in go, period. I barely play go. It always saves this Aerodactyl for last, I've noticed. Earn the Pokemon Shield to complete the Pokedex for home. It's been obnoxious how many times I have to play through the whole game just for one legendary. Wait, what do you mean? Which legendary are you talking about? New shiny legends for each Switch game if you complete the game's Dex and home. Oh, I think you may have to complete Shield like multiple times, but it's just each Switch game you have to complete. Okay, I get you. Oh, there's legends you only get one of in the DLC. Oh, like a choice. That's wild. I mean, at least you could start up, like, you don't have to reset the save file, you could just make new accounts, right? Or can you? I'm not sure how that works with Pokemon Home. Like Urshifu and Calyrex. Dang. Yeah, that's rough. I never thought about that. If I ever do the Oak Challenge for Scarlet and or for Sword and Shield or any of those games, I'll have to keep that in mind, I guess. Yeah, I usually buy both versions. The only version of the game that I don't have is Let's Go Eevee. For a while, I didn't have a legitimate copy of Fire Red. Well, I had a Japanese one. I got a Japanese one maybe, I don't know. When did I get the Japanese one? Maybe 5 years ago or so? Before the pandemic, I'm pretty sure. But I didn't have the English Fire Red until recently. And the English Fire Red that I have now, that I'm playing on right now, is a European copy. It's not even a North American copy. It's still English, but still. But yeah, the only main series game I don't have is Let's Go Eevee. Whenever I get around doing the Oak Challenge for that generation, though, or those games, I will get Let's Go Eevee and do it on there, though. Appreciate that, DJP. Thank you. So challenge are worth doing this ground level island because you're not gated by any gyms. That is true. I didn't think about that. I guess it would be a bit different in that game then, no? I am looking forward to doing that on Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, though. I think that'll be a lot of fun. There's like a tier list for how difficult each Oak challenge is, and I want to look it up again. Because like I've been saying, I've been really wanting to play Gen 5 lately. And by lately, I mean like today and yesterday. Yeah, so Let's Go games are the easiest. And then Black and White 2 are some of the hardest. And Black and White 1 are pretty difficult. Yeah, grinding in Let's Go is tedious. I remember trying to do a hardcore Nuzlocke on Let's Go Pikachu a couple years ago, and I just like could not deal with the grinding. I just gave up. I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. And we did it 31 times. Let's Go 7 traded me their Mew for a Melton. Thanks. Damn. Isn't Melton like insanely common now? Is there shiny Mr. Rattata in Let's Go? I remember finding a random shiny Rattata in Let's Go. I found it in the mansion in Cinnabar Island. Oh wait, yeah, I didn't think about that. Mew is you can only buy Mew in Let's Go with the Pokeball accessory. So yeah, they literally just paid $40 to trade for a Melton. Yeah, shiny Melton in Let's Go completed the Dex in Home, but you can only evolve it in Pogo. 31. Look at that. Magic reps in all of them except for the first one. Because the first one's like when I beat the game. This is my in-game team like regularly. Alright, this might be my last run through before I end stream. I only plan on going for like 2 hours or so. I forgot to switch leads. Cannot lead with Rayquaza against Lorelei. Yeah, sorry the streams are a bit light this week while I'm focusing on the Coliseum video. I'll have to figure out what I'm doing next on stream. I know I did the... let me check the poll. What's up, PP Jackson? I don't have a command for that. It's probably a good idea, though, if I did do that. But basically, I'm beating the Elite Four 200 times. I'm not getting off yet. Just soon. Basically, I'm beating the Elite Four 200 times so I can have a stamp on my trainer card. And to do this Easter egg where Lorelei gets more plushes in her room. But yeah, so I did a poll today for what to do next as a video after Coliseum and after this. And one thing that's like really high on the vote, it's like really close, it's a really close second place, is Emerald Gym Leader rematches with Match Call. I might just do that on my own time and not stream it. Like just chill, play Emerald, and get to a point where I can rebattle every single gym leader and unlock like their final version of all of them, which would take a little bit of time. And then I might just start the Ruby and Sapphire Oak Challenge live on stream like next week or something. And then, I don't know, like, maybe I'll have, like, Fire Red gameplay in the corner, too. Because I want to get this done. And I was able to play this while playing Coliseums. We'll see. I could alternate between the two. Have, like, one day this, one day Ruby Sapphire. I just don't want to be in a position where I'm doing something that takes me like a month to complete and then I have nothing to upload for like 2 months, you know? Yeah, currently Ruby and Sapphire is winning by a little bit. But at the start, like the first like, I don't know, hour or so, Emerald was in front. And it's still really close. BCG Live starting next set won't let you craft high rarity cards for 6 months. What? Wait, what does that mean? Is it like just alt arts or like any EX basically? If it's just alt arts and high rarity, that sucks. If it's like no EXs at all, that's still pretty lame. That's even lamer. No crafting bling. That's really lame. I don't know why they would do that. Like, what's the benefit to them? Like, would more people buy packs hoping to pull them? Is that why? Like, I don't get it. I don't have to know if I'm screwed from Reggie Ice or Feebas because all my cards' batteries are dry. I don't know how that works. Because they're dumb and stinky. It seems like, again, I don't play TCG Live, but it seems like they just did that just to piss people off. Like, there's no benefit to them to do that. Like, obviously players won't like that. But then, like, what's the benefit to them? Do you know what I mean? Like, I can understand a game company doing something that's unfavorable to the players if they can benefit from it in some way. I don't agree with it, but I can understand why they would come to that conclusion. But in that situation, I don't understand what their benefit is. It's a free game, there's no microtransactions, so why can't you craft stuff? I don't know. I've done a solo run with Swallow before. What's up, Zappy? Sorry for potty rocking. It's all good, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Can I ask a question quickly? I don't know, can you? I just realized the highlighted message on the stream overlay is like a rainbow. I never noticed that. Unless that counts some, but like that's the other one. Fine. You're good. Sorry for Rocket's been stuck in my head for 10 minutes. Whatever happened to those guys, by the way? LMFAO. They had like a few songs that were all like the same. And then they just disappeared. Like they had 3 songs that like literally could have been just the same song. That all like did really well. And then they were like, you know what? We're done. We're not making music ever again. Oh, apparently they broke up. They broke up in 2012. Does Bogey the Pierogi sound familiar? It does not. What is that from? I'm guessing they were truly sorry for Party Rocking. Yes, they were. They were sorry. Did I misclick again? Why do I always misclick with Rayquaza on Gyarados? Yeah, Party Rock Anthem, Sorry for Party Rocking, and Sexy and I Know It all just sound the exact same. And they all came out in the same year. They all came out in 2011. Like, what? And they also had Champagne Shower, which I remember was a huge song back in the day. Yeah, they had 4, like, hit songs in 1 year. And then just disappeared. What's wrong with that emote? A while ago, she told me something, but just want to hear for... I'm so confused. I don't know what you're talking about, DJ. I'm gonna die. I am gonna die. Send Luffy in battle. Too late. I already clicked on Dragonite. So there's another Pokestream versus Twitch. Got speaking to her and told me she was an admin for you. Maybe she had a different username back then. I don't remember. It was a few years. I don't remember that name. Alright, let me leave Mewtwo in the lead. American woman. I don't think that really helps me. But thank you. Most evil Pokemon to be seen in the games? Probably Lysander. Lysander actually murdered people. Right? Lysander, Cyrus. What is Cyrus's deal? Cyrus like wanted to end the world, right? But that was a bit more low key, wasn't it? Like Lysander straight up said he wanted to murder everybody. I'll go to Luffy here. Cyrus wanted to build a new universe, and I like the old one. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty crazy. Okay, we get the flinch. Not even half health though. I should have shadow balled. Double flinch. Double flinch is pretty funny though. Okay, we got a KO. We can shadow ball this too. Nothing. Oh my god, Luffy, come on. What if Stars actually succeeded with creating a new universe thing, and the universe ended up creating was our universe? Dang. The rankings were awkward now? It wasn't awkward. It's most likely somebody who used to be a mod, like years ago, that changed their username. It's probably why I don't recognize their name. I've never had like too many mods, that's why. So I feel like I would recognize that name. Unless they changed their name recently. Yeah, Luffy went to sleep, unfortunately. The Gyarados. Should I lower speed F in these games? It lowers something. I forget what. I don't know if it's special defense or just regular defense. Something like that. Do not paralyze me. Okay. Dragon Dance is fine. These here are Pokemon. I don't like Archeops that much. Archeops kind of annoys me. I would say it's my least favorite, probably. And then Charizard. Shadow Charmer was annoying because Shadow Ball's physical. Yeah. They changed that for some moves. Like, or rather, what am I trying to say? For some moves, when the physical specialist was introduced, they changed like what they would lower. But it's weird that in this game, Shadow Ball lowers special defense when it's a physical move. It's like, what's the point? I hate TCG Live so much. Only game I played doesn't like Linux. Does TCG Live support Mac? I would play it if it was on Mac, maybe. I know Hearthstone's on Mac, which is part of the reason why I have Hearthstone downloaded. I don't like downloading games on like my PC that I'm using now. Like this PC is like strictly like a streaming and editing PC. So I try not to download games on it. Although there are some that I have on it. Like, you know, I used to play Counter-Strike a little bit. Games like that. Alright, Hall of Fame entry. 32. Yeah, Bite was a normal type move in Gen 1, which is funny. Let me just go check the PC, make sure we're good. I know I say this like almost every time. I really don't need to check the Hall of Fame entry after every time, but I just like to do it. All right, what do we got going on? 32. Dang, we're like, what is that, like 15% of the way there. Oh, man. All right, chat. That'll be it for today. I'll be live on Thursday probably, just another like shorter 2-ish hour stream. Just trying to get through this challenge on Fire Red. And then next week, ideally next week, we'll start like the next like big new thing. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you later. And bye-bye.